Game of the 2002 baseball season. 4-1 New York. Updating the Safe Auto Insurance Safe at Home total. The Pirates have tallied just once today.
The right fielder, number 20.
One more shot for the Pirate offense. Bottom of the 8th, Jeremy Burnett's to lead off. The final that I mentioned, Atlanta defeating Philadelphia 7-2. Tom Glavine over Robert Person. Person pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, 3 earned runs. Vinny Castilla and Gary Sheffield 3 RBIs apiece. Each homered. Burnett's hit by a pitch, scored in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Sean Lowe came on in the 7th, pitching here in the 8th. Sean Lowe first came up with the St. Louis Cardinals in 1997. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Todd Walker has homered off John Lieber to put the Reds in front of the Cubs 3-2. There was a question about whether Walker would be able to play today. He had injured himself over the weekend.
Managers just dread that last couple of days of spring training, especially if they've gotten through rather unscathed.
Late spring training injuries for the Pirates. Ball, strike 3. A couple of strikeouts for Sean Lowe. One ending the 3rd. This one starting the one ending the 7th, and this one
Center fielder,
opening up the 8th.
Number 44, Jay Payton.
Burnett's looked at a couple of these that at bat. I think the strike 2 was the same pitch as the strike 3. Curveball. Burnett thinks it's up and away, stops the bat, and it strikes right down the middle.
Jay Payton has 2 RBIs, drawing a walk with the bases loaded in the 2nd and hitting a leadoff homer in the 4th. Pirate pitching has recorded 9 strikeouts today. Pirates all earned. And the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the Pirates 9th. It is 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Rios, Craig Wilson, and Benjamin. And Armando Benitez getting ready. Full house at Shea for opening day. Watch out. Payton very fortunately got out of the way of that one.
You need to look at the replay to see how that missed him. Looking straight down on it from up here, that looked like it went through him. Oh man, just off the bill of the helmet.
Back with a breaking ball and bounced it in the dirt. 3-2.
Might have been a good pitch to come back with, but you got to get it much closer than that. I like the old double up inside. So many times that those hitters, when you dust them real good like that, they just assume, okay, now he's going to try and throw that breaking ball to me. And if you throw another fastball, not off the plate, but inside the corner, maybe just off a tad, they'll be looking breaking ball, and you'll saw the bat right off in their hand.
Sean Lowe walks Payton. 1 on, 1 out.
The shortstop, number 10.
So far, a perfect day for Ray Ordonez, in addition to coming up with that fine defensive play that was a key for the New York Mets back in the 3rd inning. Ordonez drove in a run with his fly out of the 2nd inning, walked in the 4th, singled in the 6th. Nunez was a question mark for today's game. He suffered a thigh injury this past weekend in the Mets exhibition game on Saturday. (4-1) New York. Last half of the 8th, Payton didn't have that big a lead, and yet he still gets the throw over. Former Pirate Mark Johnson in the on-deck circle preparing to pinch hit for David Weathers.
Good hit and run count with the guy that's usually around the plate.
And 2 balls, no strikes.
2 for 3 now.
I was going to try and let that one slide by.
No, I'm not going to let you do that. I want to prove to you that I'm wrong a lot more than I'm right.
Yes.
Just remember the ones that you're right in.
Looper to center. Ordonez getting his second hit of the day. Payton to second, and Mark Johnson to pinch hit for Weathers.
Yeah, not to make excuses, and I'm not, but that's the story of the day so far. Is the Mets have just been able to drop those balls in right in front of the outfielders.
Lloyd McClendon is out again. Lloyd is going to go to his 5th pitcher of the afternoon.
This is not the talk. His first step out of the dugout, he already made the move. This will be Scott Sauerbeck.
Lloyd has 2 left-handers in his bullpen for the outset of the season. He used Beimel, brought Joe on in the 7th. Now Scott Sauerbeck comes on. 4-1 New York, bottom of the 8th. Back with more from Shea in just a moment.
Built up.